The ChatGPT data breach was a security incident that affected a popular language model called ChatGPT, which is based on the GPT 3.5 architecture. The breach was first reported by a cybersecurity firm after they discovered that a vulnerable component in ChatGPT was being actively exploited by attackers. According to reports, the breach exposed a significant amount of sensitive information, including user credentials and personally identifiable information, PII. The ChatGPT team later confirmed the data breach in a public statement, where they acknowledged that the security incident occurred due to a third-party component that was integrated into their system. They also stated that they have taken steps to mitigate the vulnerability and enhance the security of their platform. It also serves as a reminder of the potential risks associated with using third-party components in software applications and the need to carefully vet and monitor these components for vulnerabilities. Potential consequences of the data breach, for the affected individuals and organizations, such as identity theft, financial losses, and damage to reputation. The breach involved the exposure of personal information, including names, email addresses, and IP addresses, which could be used by cybercriminals for identity theft and other malicious activities. For organizations, the breach could result in damage to reputation and loss of customer trust, as well as potential financial losses from legal fees and settlements. In the wake of the ChatGPT data breach, it is more important than ever for organizations to prioritize vulnerability management. This means regularly assessing and updating their security systems to ensure they are protected against the latest threats. By proactively identifying and patching vulnerabilities in their systems, organizations can reduce the likelihood of data breaches and other security incidents. This not only protects their customers' sensitive information, but also helps to safeguard their own reputation and financial stability. Vulnerability management should be an ongoing process that includes regular risk assessments, security testing, and timely patching of identified vulnerabilities. It's important for organizations to work with trusted security partners and stay informed about emerging threats and best practices in order to stay ahead of potential attacks. Overall, a strong focus on vulnerability management can help organizations to mitigate the risk of data breaches and other security incidents, protecting both their customers and their own business interests. Risks associated with using third-party components in software development, and what steps organizations can take to mitigate these risks. This highlights the risks associated with using third-party components in software development and the potential consequences of not properly managing them. Third-party components are often used to save time and resources in software development, but they can introduce vulnerabilities that can be exploited by cybercriminals. To mitigate these risks, organizations should have a comprehensive vulnerability management program in place that includes regular vulnerability assessments and patch management. Additionally, they should thoroughly vet third-party components before integrating them into their software and continually monitor them for vulnerabilities. The important role of security researchers in identifying vulnerabilities, and how their findings can help improve the overall security of software and systems. These security researchers use a variety of methods to find vulnerabilities, such as reverse engineering, code analysis, and penetration testing. They may also use publicly available tools and resources to assist in their research. Many security researchers are motivated by a desire to improve the security of software and systems, and that their work can have a significant impact in preventing security incidents. Security researchers can sometimes face legal and ethical challenges when identifying vulnerabilities, such as when their research involves the use of unauthorized access or reverse engineering of proprietary software. Despite these challenges, security researchers play a critical role in helping organizations identify and fix vulnerabilities before they can be exploited by attackers. The importance of data protection and privacy, and what steps individuals and organizations can take to protect their sensitive data. Data protection and privacy are essential in today's digital age, where personal and sensitive information is constantly being shared online. The consequences of a data breach can be devastating, including identity theft, financial losses, and damage to reputation. Therefore, it is crucial for both individuals and organizations to take steps to protect their sensitive data. One of the most important steps is to use strong passwords and two-factor authentication. This can help prevent unauthorized access to personal and sensitive information. Another crucial step is to encrypt sensitive data both at rest and in transit. Encryption scrambles the data, making it unreadable without the appropriate decryption key. This can help prevent unauthorized access and keep sensitive information safe. Organizations should also implement security policies and procedures, such as access controls, data classification, and incident response planning. This can help ensure that sensitive data is handled appropriately and that security incidents are identified and addressed in a timely manner. Finally, individuals and organizations should be vigilant and cautious when sharing personal and sensitive information online. This includes avoiding sharing sensitive information on public Wi-Fi networks, not clicking on suspicious links or attachments, and being aware of phishing scams. Having a comprehensive incident response plan in place is critical for organizations to minimize the impact of security incidents, such as data breaches. An incident response plan is a detailed guide that outlines the procedures and steps that an organization should take in the event of a security incident. An effective incident response plan should include the following. 1. Roles and responsibilities. Clearly define the roles and responsibilities of each member of the incident response team, including the incident response coordinator, technical specialists, and business stakeholders. 2. Communication plan. Establish clear communication channels and protocols for notifying relevant parties of the incident, including internal staff, customers, vendors, and law enforcement, as needed. 3. Incident identification and triage. Define procedures for identifying and triaging incidents, including incident classification and severity. 4. Containment and eradication. Define procedures for containing and eradicating the incident to prevent further damage and minimize the scope of the incident. 5. Recovery and restoration. Define procedures for recovering and restoring systems and data affected by the incident, including verifying the integrity of the systems and data. 6. Post-incident analysis. Define procedures for conducting a post-incident analysis to identify root causes and prevent similar incidents from occurring in the future. What are the best practices for protecting your data? 1. Use strong passwords. Explain the importance of using strong and unique passwords for all online accounts, and recommend using a password manager to help generate and store secure passwords. 2. Enable two-factor authentication. Discuss the benefits of enabling two-factor authentication, 2FA, for online accounts, which adds an extra layer of security by requiring a second form of verification in addition to a password. 3. Regularly update software. Emphasize the importance of regularly updating software, including operating systems and applications, to ensure that any known vulnerabilities are patched. 4. Be cautious of phishing scams. Discuss the risks associated with phishing scams, where attackers try to trick individuals into revealing sensitive information, and provide tips for identifying and avoiding these scams. 5. Use encryption. Explain the importance of using encryption to protect sensitive data, and recommend using tools like encrypted messaging apps and VPNs to secure online communications. 6. Backup data. Recommend regularly backing up important data to protect against data loss due to hardware failure or other issues. 7. Train employees. If the video is aimed at organizations, discuss the importance of training employees on best practices for data security, such as how to spot phishing scams and how to create strong passwords.